Monaco. To the world, it's a postcard of perfection. Glimmering yachts, spotless streets, and a royal family that seems to exist solely for magazine covers. But behind that facade lies something far more calculated. Monaco isn't just a place, it's a product. One that the world's wealthiest buy into not just for tax freedom, but for something deeper. Safety, discretion, and belonging to an exclusive tribe of money. This is the story of how the world's smallest country engineered itself into the most powerful symbol of wealth, and why the billionaires who live there may not truly live there at all. When Prince Rainier III ascended to Monaco's throne in 1949, the principality was a struggling microstate. The casinos were outdated, tourism was seasonal, and France, its powerful neighbour, was growing impatient with its tiny cousin's independence. Rainier, who'd inherited little more than rocks and reputation, knew Monaco needed a reinvention. He didn't just sell a country, he sold an idea. He transformed Monaco into a fantasy for the rich, a place where money could exist without judgment, and luxury could breathe without limits. By the 1950s, he married Hollywood royalty, Grace Kelly, a move that wasn't just romantic, but strategic. Grace brought glamour. The world's cameras followed, and suddenly, the once sleepy principality was reborn as Europe's jewel of wealth and exclusivity. The marriage between monarchy and media worked. Monaco became synonymous with tasteful decadence. The message was clear. This wasn't the chaos of Cannes or the brashness of Dubai. This was refinement, old money meets new privacy. And it worked. What Rainier started, the system perfected. Monaco built an infrastructure designed to attract not tourists, but tax exiles. It offered something that almost no other European nation could. Zero personal income tax, no capital gains tax, no wealth tax, and near zero scrutiny. But that alone doesn't explain its magnetic pull. Because if tax were the only motivation, billionaires could go anywhere. Dubai, Bermuda, Singapore. So why Monaco? Because Monaco engineered scarcity. The country spans just 2 square kilometres, roughly half the size of London's Hyde Park, and its government strictly limits residency permits. As of today, fewer than 40,000 people hold residency, and only about 9,000 are actual Monegasque citizens. To live in Monaco, you must first prove you can afford to live there. That means holding a bank account with at least 500,000 euros, a figure set by most banks. Owning or renting an approved residence. The scarcity of space, combined with a deliberate aura of exclusivity, turned residency into a status symbol. Monaco doesn't just welcome you, it selects you. In Monaco, money doesn't just buy property, it buys permission. A modest 2-bedroom apartment in Monte Carlo can easily exceed 10 million euros. Parking spots alone sell for over 500,000 euros. And that's before you even step into the stratosphere of penthouses that regularly cross the 100 million euro mark. But these prices aren't the problem, they're the point. The real estate market acts as a velvet rope, a psychological filter. To live in Monaco is to prove you belong to a micro-society that runs on quiet affluence. You're not flaunting your wealth, you're protecting it. That's why Monaco appeals so strongly to Europe's old aristocracy and modern tech billionaires alike. They can coexist there, away from the scrutiny of the media or the taxman. It's a sanctuary for the unseen rich, those who prefer whispers over headlines. Scratch beneath the marble, and the myth reveals its machinery. According to the IMF, Monaco has long been monitored, under its offshore financial centre programme, raising concerns about the transparency of ownership. At the same time, European regulators increasingly view Monaco as a risky financial jurisdiction. In 2025, the EU added it to its list of high-risk money laundering jurisdictions. Monaco's financial services ecosystem is deeply complicated. According to MONEYVAL, its company service providers, trusts, and corporate structures pose significant money laundering risks. Although Monaco has created a register of beneficial owners and a register of trusts, compliance remains partial. Only 41% of legal persons have declared their ultimate owners. In practice, many companies may still be controlled through proxy structures, and real estate-linked civil partnerships remain a key concern. At the same time, the government publicly emphasises transparency and modern regulation. But experts argue that part of Monaco's appeal lies in its structured opacity. A Monaco address and a local company can signal prestige and discrete wealth, even if beneficial ownership isn't fully visible. To understand Monaco's allure, you have to step inside the mindset of ultra-wealth. For many billionaires, the risk isn't just losing money, it's losing control, privacy, or reputation. Rather than fearing taxation, they seem to fear exposure. Monaco's demographic reality reinforces that illusion of safety. Of 38,000 residents, fewer than 10,000 are actual Monegasque citizens. Naturalising is difficult. Applicants must renounce other citizenships, live in Monaco at least 10 years, and citizenship remains at the sovereign's discretion. This gap between resident and national creates a powerful symbolic dynamic. People can live, or at least be, resident, but not truly belong. In a place where so many are wealthy and foreign-born, the sense of being untouchable takes on real force. It's not just about escaping taxes. For many, Monaco offers the illusion of invisibility, a quiet enclave where wealth is normalised and scrutiny is minimised. Prince Albert II, who succeeded his father Rainier III in 2005, inherited not only the throne but a global brand. Under his leadership, Monaco has increasingly positioned itself as a champion of responsible luxury, a message reinforced through the Prince Albert II Foundation, which funds environmental, climate, and marine conservation projects across the world. The Principality also publishes sustainability targets and energy transition plans, consistent with its public push toward a cleaner image. Yet the economic foundation beneath this messaging has changed far less. Monaco's model still relies on ultra-high net worth residents, limited land supply, and a tightly managed regulatory environment. With only 2 square kilometres of territory, scarcity itself has become a national asset. Its strategy is proving resilient. According to property reports by Knight Frank and Savills, Monaco has repeatedly ranked as the most expensive real estate market in the world per square metre, surpassing Hong Kong, London, and New York. Walk through Monte Carlo and one can notice an unusual calm. Despite its density, large parts of the city often feel quiet. Analysts frequently attribute this to the nature of Monaco's housing market, where a significant share of properties are held by international residents who spend only part of the year in the Principality. In this sense, much of the built environment functions as a store of wealth as much as a place of permanent habitation. Monaco's formula has attracted the attention of other jurisdictions. Cities and microstates such as Dubai, Singapore, the Cayman Islands, and Andorra have adopted similar combinations of low taxation, high-end development, and selective residency programs, a trend documented in OECD and IMF analyses on tax competition and high net worth migration. But none have fully replicated Monaco's blend of longevity, royal branding, and territorial scarcity. The Principality's power in many ways lies in these contrasts. A hereditary monarchy operating within Europe, a financial centre with extremely limited land, a city that is both public and private. It exists in global imagination as a protected enclave for wealth, not because of secrecy, but because of the stability, prestige, and controlled access it offers. Whether this makes Monaco a modern kingdom of the rich, or simply a highly efficient residency hub, is a matter of interpretation. What is clear is that many residents are drawn less by lifestyle than by what the jurisdiction represents: a predictable, orderly environment where financial privacy is respected and wealth is normalised. In that controlled setting, the promise is not absolute freedom, but peace of mind. Yet that pursuit comes with its own paradox. A life lived within 2 square kilometres, surrounded almost entirely by other high net worth individuals, can feel both secure and isolating. The result is a place where the symbols of wealth are unmistakable, even if the day-to-day life behind them is far quieter than the image suggests. Monaco remains, as it has for decades, a uniquely crafted environment, part real estate, part curated ideal, whose allure rests on the tension between exclusivity and image, scarcity and spectacle,